Let's start here. Okay, so take a few cleansing breaths. Each exhale, feel the sense of yourself arriving in this space a little more, calling all your energy back to your center from all the places it's been today. Maybe you've been running errands, maybe you've been working or chasing tiny children around, um, regulating the energy in your life today. So as you exhale, allow that energy to settle back within you. Maybe say to yourself in this sacred space, I call all of my energy back to this space and allow myself to be present here for this moment in time. And as I begin to talk a little bit about the energy this week, see if you can drop your attention down into the lower wisdom centers. Drop it down as if your ears, your eyes, everything turning inward. As you exhale, dropping into the heart center and listening with your heart. We're dropping into the belly, listening with your belly, or into your womb or your root. How deep you want to go today is totally up to you. Find a place within the body to drop in and be. This week, we are leading up to a beautiful new moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini, communication, the twins. You are going to see possibly, depending on where Gemini is in your birth chart, in your energy makeup, some retrograde type things. So communication is maybe not as clear or is misunderstood by people, and including communication to yourself. So, as we tune into our practice today, as we tune into this energy of the upcoming new moon, think about the communication that you have with yourself during your day, during your practice, in the subconscious mind, like what bubbles to the surface. How are we treating ourselves? So going inward, turning our communication towards ourselves and looking into these darker places. In this new moon, we're getting rid of stuff. We're creating space so that when we arrive at this new moon, we have this beautiful space to fill our manifestations with that will continue to grow through the next lunar cycle. So think of places in your life, maybe in your career, your family, your inner work, where you are still living out stories or still listening to stories and communicating with yourself uh, in ways that don't serve your highest purpose or your greatest alignment with who you want to be. So, in trying to match our vibration, our energy with this version of ourselves, I always close class with the favorite version of you that you're aligning with. So being your favorite version of yourself can be hard because we have this other little voice inside of us that sometimes isn't so nice. Um, so today, try to turn that little voice down or turn it around. Thinking about how you can reframe ways to communicate with yourself to create space. Is a story coming up for me that I'm telling myself about my practice, about my life, about where I want to be in this next phase, this next chapter, that is keeping me from aligning with that version of myself? So begin to feel into that. We're in yin phase of the moon cycle. Yin energy is perfect for right now. We'll be doing some forward folds to really turn our gaze inward, ending with some more opening poses now that we've created this space for abundance and alignment. So begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. And then make your way to a child's pose in whatever way is intuitive for you. If you need to use a blanket for your knees, maybe, and bringing the knees hip distance apart or wider to the width of your mat, sinking the hips down and then walking the hands out in the wide-legged child's pose, or you can opt to have your knees together and letting the head rest on a block or on the earth. Begin to notice the breath. Feel the spine lengthening, tailbone sinking down. And begin to turn inward. Is there something in your life that you would like to dedicate this practice to in clearing space? Is there something you are wanting to let go of, a story you are telling to yourself about yourself? Maybe some self-doubt or worry about whatever is coming next. What is it that you, or maybe there's more than one thing. What are the things that you are looking to let go of today? And begin to form an intention around this. If you'd like to incorporate an affirmation, maybe I let go of unsupportive stories. I let go of unsupportive stories. Thinking about our mind to the earth here and emptying out all of those stories that we keep telling ourselves. These unsupportive narratives that are no longer serving us, no longer accurate. And gaze comes up towards the fingertips and gently come forward to a tabletop, but leaving the forearms on the mat. So knees hip distance apart, forearms on the mat, pressing into the earth. Beautiful. Focusing our cat-cow here on the upper body. So on the inhale, letting the tailbone rise a little. Gaze comes forward, and exhale, rounding the spine, pushing through the forearms. Allow the head to hang heavy here and release. Inhale, gaze comes up. Drop the belly, drop the chest. Notice how this feels a little different than our normal cat-cow. Move through these at your own breath. If you'd like to take the traditional cat-cow and move in to another variation, you can. Do whatever feels good to your body today. Ask your belly what feels good today. What do I need today? And listen deep within. That inner knowing, nice and slow. If you feel a little tight in the neck, maybe allow your head to hang heavy as you come into that rounded spine on the exhale, really pushing through the forearms. As you come up back through neutral, walk the left fingertips out just a little bit and feed that right arm through for thread the needle, resting the right shoulder on the mat. Gaze comes to the left, resting the head on the mat. Breathe into the space of the shoulder and invite the release. Allow yourself to sink into the earth, to be held. And press through the left forearm, gently unwind, and walk the hands back into a tabletop, Hands underneath the shoulders, wrist stacked. Notice where the insides of your elbows, that ditch part of your arm, are pointing, and see if you can guide them to point towards each other. If that feels good to you. If not, then do whatever feels good for alignment. And then inhale, gaze comes up, belly drops, just a few rounds of cat-cows here before we move to the opposite side. So exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, gaze comes inward towards the navel. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone rises. See if you can follow the breath from the spine to the crown of the head. Exhale, sending the breath back down to the base of the spine. Inhale, drawing the new energy up, the breath up into the crown. Exhale, what is something you want to let go of? Inhale, what are you inviting into this alignment, to this new space? And come back through neutral and in whatever way is intuitive to you, maybe walking that right arm out and resting on the forearm, and then coming into that thread the needle on the opposite side. Resting the shoulder and the head on the mat. Make any adjustments you need to feel safe and supported and stable here. Check in with the breath. Press through the right forearm and gently unwind, coming into Sphinx pose. Lower the belly to the mat, legs long out behind you, elbows under the shoulders, forearms still pressing into the earth. Shoulders come together, shoulder blades together, opening the heart center. Gaze can come between your hands on the mat, or you can rest your forehead on a block, or let your head hang heavy. We'll work with another affirmation here. I let go of the past and live in the present. I let go of the past and live in the present. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in the hips or in the legs. See if you can give them a little wiggle and let it release. And then find some stillness and settle in here. I let go of the past and live in the present. When we are tuning into these past versions or past um, stories that or things that we tell ourselves. So maybe there's a story of I always do this when this happens, or this always happens to me. Um, or maybe we're just coming into some awakening of where we need to be right now. And we're having a hard time not judging ourselves for some chapter or event that has happened, something that we've done, uh, and letting go, let go with love, let go of any judgment of this version of you, this story that you're telling, this event that happened, and see if you can find the gratitude for that chapter in your life. See if you can reframe it in a way of, instead of this always happens, in the past this has happened and it served a purpose, but now I'm here. Bring the forearms to the top of the mat and slowly lower down. Rest your forehead here for a moment. Hands underneath the shoulders, press away, come back through tabletop. Wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, knees stacked under the hips. Step or walk the right foot forward to meet the hands for dragon pose. And on the inhale, draw the hands up, fingertips reaching, little baby back bend here. Exhale, cactus the arms, opening up the heart center. Inhale, fingertips come up towards the ceiling, interlace them and place them behind your right knee. And begin to settle in here. Allow the hips to sink, slowly making your way into a little lunge. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. And everybody looks great. You all look like powerful dragons. This is a powerful pose of standing ready and strong to face what's coming next, whatever this next chapter is. Tune into your powerful dragon transformative energy within you. And come to blocks or hands on either side or the inside of that right foot. And deepen your lunge. If you feel a little wobbly here, you can tuck the back toes. Feel into your power, root through that sole, that heel of the right foot, really pressing into the earth, feeling strong, strong little baby dragons. Exhale, gently press the hips back or send the hips back and right toes pointed towards the front of the mat. Little counter stretch here. And in whatever way is intuitive to you, step or walk the left foot to meet the right at the front of the mat. Bringing feet hip distance apart. And allow your head to hang heavy. Maybe grab each elbow for ragdoll. Bend the knees as much as needed. Maybe rock side to side a little. And then inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, bringing the head up last, rolling the shoulders back and opening the heart center. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling, hands at your sides, palms facing forward, mountain pose. Crown of your head, gaze comes in front of you, crown of your head reaching towards the sky, and close your eyes, turning the gaze inward here. And just be here rooted. Soles of the feet in contact with the earth. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, rooting down. Really root down through the heels and the balls of the feet. See if you can lift the toes up even just a little bit off the mat. Pressing through the corners of your feet. Drop the toes back down. Find your center. Find where you feel completely balanced in the middle, not leaning forward or back. Tune into your heart center and ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? Open your eyes. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale and step. You can look back if you need to. Step the left foot back. Sorry, I should have said the right foot. I got you all there. Right foot back. Because we did dragon on the other side already. Right foot back. And in whatever way is intuitive to you, exhale, hands come down, knee drops to the mat maybe, grabbing the blocks. There you go. Dragon on the left side. Find where you want to be, sink in. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Root through that left foot, through the sole of the left foot. I release and welcome new, fresh energy. I release and welcome new, fresh energy. Exhale, send the hips back, pointing the left toes towards the front of the mat. And release the props. Step that left foot back and make your way to a seated position, legs out long in front of you. And you can take a wide-legged forward fold here if you wanted to, if that feels more comfortable to you, but we'll prepare for caterpillar. So you can either do dragonfly with your legs out wide, or caterpillar with them heels together. Either way, finding a nice long spine, crown of the head reaching, and tune into the breath here. That connection to our central column of energy in our spine, and just notice the breath traveling from the base to the crown of your head. And when you inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine, even if you just imagine the crown of your head reaching just a little more. Shoulders dropping down. And on the next exhale, walk the hands out wherever you meet resistance, and then let your head hang heavy. You can use blocks to bring the floor a little closer so that you're supported, or you can allow your head to hang heavy. Your palms pressed into the earth. Think about whatever it is that is keeping you from stepping into your power. Whatever that is, and send it through your palms into the earth. There's something holding you back, some narrative, some aspect of you that is preventing you or holding you back from stepping into your power, from fully being present here in this space and where you're going next. Remove any props and gently walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. Roll the shoulders down. Maybe do a couple of little neck stretches, gently rolling the chin towards the center of the chest, and right ear to right shoulder blade or shoulder. Exhale, coming back through center. And inhale, coming left shoulder to left ear. And back down towards the middle, nice and gentle. Be easy with our neck here. And then coming back up through center. We'll move into a supported butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. And place blocks underneath your hips. Sit bones in contact with the floor. Spine nice and long. You are a beautiful butterfly. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, walking the hands forward. Allow the head to hang heavy. Think about being in this cocoon right now. You're a butterfly awaiting a rebirth. You are going within. You are in your transformation phase. You are building all the beauty to step into, to be your most authentic, truest, favorite version of you. Begin to visualize what that is going to look like. What is this new world, this new chapter going to look like? And feel it in your heart. Feel it in your belly, in your womb, in your root. Feel it with all of your senses. Build this here. Slowly unwind and come to laying on your back. Keep one of your blocks nearby. We'll be moving into a supported bridge pose. Take a moment here to just connect with your hips. Maybe windshield wiper, the knees back and forth, knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Maybe pulling the knees in towards the chest and rocking a little here side to side. Really feel into the spine coming in contact with the earth. Tucking the chin in towards the chest, creating some length in the back of our neck. Drop the feet back down to the mat, hip distance apart, knees bent, press through the soles of the feet. Grabbing your block Placing the largest surface area under the sacrum. So lifting the hips up towards the sky, pressing through the feet, and then lowering down onto that block. We are building a bridge here. Building a bridge from where we have been to this place. We are in our cocoon and we are getting ready to make our appearance. To arrive is our transformative, beautiful butterfly existence that is just ahead. Think about the bridge between being here in this present moment and what is to come. What is your next step? And just tune in here to your heart and allow your attention to be in your heart center and listen with your heart. What is my next step? Be open to whatever comes up for you without judgment, but with curiosity. Press through the feet, lifting the hips and releasing the blocks, slowly lowering the hips back down. Maybe taking a couple more windshield wipers side to side. We'll move into supported fish. So you can take supported fish with a bolster, aligning your bolster at the base of your spine here and gently laying back and allowing the heart center to open, chest to open, or you can also use a block or two, placing one for your head at the top of the mat, laying flat, and then the other one on its side, right between the shoulder blades. And allowing the head to rest on the top block. Arms to open wide. You can take butterfly with the soles of the feet together, or keep the knees bent, feet in contact with the earth, hip distance apart, or maybe let the legs come out long. Feel into what your body needs right now. And open the heart. You are transforming, peeking out of your cocoon and beginning to step into this next chapter, this next version. This space is cleared. You've created this sacred space, this opening for yourself to align with your unique blend of magical energy. Really feel into the heart center here. Really feel into the energy that you are manifesting this next new moon. What are you looking to be present in that now as if it already existing in your space? Align with the energy. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Begin to embody it. Draw it in towards you. In this pose, we are also opening up our throat chakra, this place of expression, of speaking truth. So think about drawing that energy up towards this soft spot at the base of your throat. How is your truth expressed? If you've let these old stories go, what is your truth right now? What is the new story? In this space, a new chapter begins, and you are walking your path, welcoming it with open arms. Gently remove any props, take any final poses, and come into your final Shavasana, your final place of rest. You've been doing hard work, transforming and growing and blossoming here. Take time to integrate, time to rest. Take a cleansing breath, and as you exhale, allow yourself just to be here. Let go of the practice, let go of the stories, new and old. Let go of the judgment, the worry, and come back to center. Come back to the space. Breathe into those lower wisdom centers. Begin to connect with this ancient knowing, this inner knowing that this next version of you is already existing. This transformation, this process of letting go and stepping into something new is a process of alignment with a version of you that is already existing within you. You're just tuning yourself into it by letting go of these denser energies, these things that have been holding us back, we can create the space, create the vibration of our new reality, our new existence. In your mind's eye, begin to picture this version of you. This version of you that you are integrating. And imagine it as a golden, ethereal version of you existing here, radiating in your auric field all around you. This golden light, beautiful version that you are creating, that you have created during this practice and during this week, is radiating through and around you right now. And as you inhale, you begin to feel that essence encapsulate every fiber of your being. In and around every cell, every tissue, all of the layers of your physical form. Infusing this light in and around you. Begin to deepen your breathing. Begin to become aware of your physical body here in this space. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, maybe rolling over to one side and resting there before you make your way to a seated position. You are awakening to your favorite version of you. Y'all were working hard. You're sleepy looking. On an inhale, circle, sweep the arms up overhead. Say hello to the new you. Fingertips reaching up, hands together. Exhale, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, for coming together to tune into you to create the sacred space for transformation, for manifesting our abundance, our prosperity, our next chapter, whatever it is that you are looking to align with in your life. As you move throughout your week, tune into this feeling of this new chapter, this new you, this new vibration that you are resonating at. Tune into the feeling and all the senses of being here. Be present, be playful, and pay attention to communication with yourself and others. I hope that you have gained some benefit from this practice today and that something has resonated with you. If it has not, throw it in the trash. I don't know. Whatever has, keep it with you. Have a wonderful week, and thank you for joining me as always. I hope to see you next Monday. Sat Nam, may you align with the favorite